Hey everybody, it's Turtle Monkey here with a new video. So I bought some carbon fiber like Trimbrite stuff. It's supposed to be high performance film for heat formable. I used a blow dryer, like that old blow dryer I had. As you can see here, a lot of this video is just fast forward because it was kind of a monotonous thing of me just sitting here piece by piece by piece. Which, if you've ever done this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's why I fast videoed, or this video would have been like an hour too long. So I'm condensing it down to about a little over 6 minutes. So right here, I'm just cutting the length that I wanted, and then making you dizzy with the camera I was using. I traced the inside of it, so I know I have enough room once I cut the inside. Which, now thinking about it, I should have left the inside in there. I don't know. I still don't know which the best method is, because in the end, it was still kind of a pain in the butt. And shout out to Old Glory for being the best paperweight ever, and a great, amazing energy drink. If you never had one, look them up. They also have beer. It's pretty awesome. But I did find that if you remove the plastic, like adhesive or the non-adhesive side, it lays down flat and it's a lot easier to work with. This was actually my second attempt. The first one had a lot of crinkles on the edge that comes up from the bottom, where the coin tray is, up to it. So the lip that's facing you right now, it had a lot of crinkles and it was kind of a pain. So I had to redo it. No big deal. I have like a couple more foot of that stuff, so I have enough to spare. Let's put it that way. So here I am, just starting off, smoothing out the front part, because I really wanted the front, even though you can't see it that well, as you'll see later in the video. I wanted that one part to be really good, so I had a solid foundation into the rest of it. And even then, this is my first time ever really doing this, so a lot of lessons learned, a lot of if I ever want to do it in the future with other parts of my car, so like the locks or something like that, the door handles, you could do it with that, which would be really monotonous, but you could do it. So there's more applicable parts of your car you could do this with. I just figured, why not? So a lot of this video, like I said, is just me trimming off the pieces and just taking the little time to make sure I get all the details right and not rush myself, but do a good enough job so I can be happy with the end product. If you want to get this stuff, I got this from O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Shout out to O'Reilly's. They're I don't know if they're national. I think so. I think there's some. Cause we live or my daughter and I live in Oklahoma. I believe they're all over here. So, but I've been to Ohio and seen them. So I don't know. I'm not sure if they're all over, but your Advanced Auto Parts, your AutoZone, any auto shop, even Amazon has it. So go if you want to get some. Stuff works. I took the blow dryer to it, which you'll see here in a little bit, and it's not form fitting like where you put it in the heat. If you had a heat gun, it might work, but with a blow dryer, it just takes a little bit and it just helps you mold it. As you see here, I'm just smoothing out the wrinkles in the turn, and that little edge right there was such a pain in the butt the first time. Also, I don't know if it's in here, but when you're going around edges, and a lot of you that do this a lot or have done it before probably know, if you, I have a safety razor. I just cut little edges on the side where it was going to be tucked under the rest of the trim, and it helped smooth that edge out instead of causing wrinkles as well. I'll be quiet for a second so you guys can watch. I didn't put it in the volume to it because my daughter was being loud in the background. She was watching Air Bud or something, some TV show, and I was doing this with the hair dryer, so it got pretty loud at times. And I figured it'd be better if you guys just hear me talk, hear my lovely voice, and my great save with the blow dryer, which I almost messed it up because I don't know if you noticed, it got stuck to my shirt a little bit and about pulled it up. Because that stuff is super sticky. I tried doing it with gloves at first, like just little, what are they called? Yep, here. Little disposable gloves that you use to work on cars, or if you're at the doctor's, you know what they use them for there. And it stuck to that stuff super well. So like I was sitting there trying to fumble with it, and it was just a huge pain. So I had to take them off and use my hands, and just know to be careful, and you have to take a little bit more caution using your hands. You don't get oil over it, and so on. That's the main reason, because I just cooked my daughter dinner and had oil all over my hands, so I didn't want to tear up too bad. All the videos kind of jumping around here. I was trying to fast forward through all this just so you guys can see what I was doing, because it was very boring at times, but I learned a lot. I learned how that stuff reacts to your heat and how it's like you can put your hand on it and it'll start molding a little bit. Then you could put the blow dryer to it, and it was a little bit more flexible around the turns, around the edges, but it still would crinkle if you had too much material in that corner. So here I'm wrapping it up. I'm finishing up the little section I did, and make sure it would hold down tightly for when I installed it back into the car. Uh, on the underside of it, there's a bunch of little plastic tabs that stick out to help keep it in place while it's installed. So I was just going through, adding little cuts to the very edge of it to help smoothen out the corners, and so that those edges could lay down flat and not hurt the installation. So here we go. We're almost done. We're on the home stretch. I'm done with it for the most part. I'm just going around doing little monotonous things to get all the little air bubbles that are stuck in there, get all the little crinkles out, just make sure it looks good. I don't know if you saw it real quick. I had little pieces of the fake carbon fiber tape all over my fingers, and it was just cleaning it off, make sure it looks good. So there's the final product of it being inside. The front turned out a lot better, like 10 times a million better than the last time I did it. There's still a couple little crinkles I gotta get out of there. You can see right there in the corner. But for the most part, it looks good. I'm happy with it for the first time I've ever done one. Let's transfer over to after I installed it back in my car because I couldn't hold the camera and do it at the same time. So here it is. It's installed. Sorry for the shaky camera, but it's installed. I think it looks great. There's still a couple little parts where I have to smooth it out, but for the most part, it's done. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom, and see you next time.